Hey everyone, this is Dave from wetflyswing.com, and today I'm going to show you how to do a standard scud pattern. And we're going to just tie an olive scud, and we're going to get started here. So I'm just using some curved caddis hooks, size 14. These are Mustad. You can see here C49S. Old box of hooks I had, so I'm going to be finishing up with these guys here. So let's get started. I'm using size 70 ultra thread, just some brown. And what we're going to do here on this pattern is you want to start way back down on the bend. So you can see I'm past the barb, and what you can do actually is pull this out. Not critical, but I like to turn this while I'm doing kind of this back part of the fly, and you go back. You can see how far back I did. So basically it's hanging down kind of right at the point, and you can even go a little further back. But we're going to start off just with some brown olive dubbing. This is some Angler's Choice dubbing here. Just some brown olive, some dazzle dubbing. I'm going to take a little bit here just off for the tail. This is just a little kind of a chunk about like that, just a thin wisp. And this Antron stuff has some really nice longer stuff in it. But I'm just going to tie this in kind of right in the middle here with the loose wrap. And then I'm going to wrap back, stop there, cut this off. And I'm just going to wrap back to where I was at, which is right about here. And you can kind of pull it up and check, make sure you're good. Right in that ballpark. Somewhere in there. And then we'll just cut this off. About like that. So the next thing, which makes this fly kind of unique, is I'm not using anything from the store. This is just essentially a plastic bag. You can take any old, in fact you could probably, this is a little stiff, but you just want to get any typical plastic bag, and all I did was cut off a little sheet and then just cut off here to fit it to the right size. So you can see here it's not perfect, but if you're using a bigger fly, you can tie with a bigger, use a bigger casing. But with this, I'm going to go about like this is about right for this size. So I'm going to tie this on, and when you do this, you do a loose wrap. So you just do it on top, you see, and you want this thing to be right on top. You see that loose wrap? Don't let it slide. I'm just going to go right on top, right there. And what you can do is, after you get it on, you can check it. So you tie it there, and then just pull it over and see what it looks like. You can see that's going to look okay. It also shows you, make sure you've gone back far enough. You can see there. It's going to sit over just like that. So that'll be good. And then I'm just going to tie on for the rib some small copper ultra wire here. Take off a little piece of this. Don't need much here. Break off a little bit and then tie this on. Start up your body and then just wrap back. Back in this range. Now that we're ready just for the dubbing. And you want to get not a huge ball on here, but you want to get a decent amount because you want the body to be, not too skinny, but not too fat, just right. So I'm just going to start putting this on here, and I usually try to get it right, but sometimes, you're just going to have too much, so you can always break it off at the end. So I'm just going to start wrapping here. And as you do it, some of the little dubbing is going to stick out, and that's fine. You can see I'm kind of petting it to get it, and that's going to be a little bit long, so I'm going to do this. What's cool thing about this dubbing, you can just kind of pull it off like that and actually wrap however you want to do it. You can just wrap like this, put a little deal right up front, and then just tie it off. And then what I'm going to do is actually move this back up to where it was, about there. Pull back here to get all the fuzzies out of the way. And then the next step is just to pull this over. You got your casing here, and just pull that over just like that. Then just do another loose wrap right on top, just like that. You can see now we got the casing here. You want to cut this off tight, pull that back, and you can see I can just wrap over that a bit to cover that up. And then you're just going to do your rib to finish this up. So you start off in the back, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see it's just coming up, and then 6 will go right in front. I'll tie it off here. And these flies, this is on a size 14, but you can tie these things as small or as big as you want. Get this off. Just twirl it around, do the whirly twirl. That's what I call it, the whirly twirl. So that's it. You can see it just make sure to get a good wrap in the front here. Make sure it's secure. And then you can put a little head cement up front. Pull that off. And when you look at this, you can see underneath, see all those little hairs, and you can actually come back if you want. You know, come back with a dubbing needle. You can kind of pick it out a little bit if you want to get a few more of those hairs out, just to make it look a little more natural. You know, if you dub it right, it will come out just about right. So you can see on this one, I would probably pick out a few, pull those long guys off of there. And then that's your scud. So this is Dave from Wetfly Swing. Wanted to say thanks for stopping by and checking out the pattern. If you have any other questions or need any other help, you can stop by, and please subscribe if you found this helpful, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks a lot.